Hello. So today we're going to do the other addition postulate. We're going to talk about the angle addition postulate. So again, quick review. One thing we've talked about with angles was angle bisector. And an angle bisector is a ray that divides an angle into two congruent angles. All right. On a picture, to show that this ray is actually bisecting the larger angle, besides being told, it could also just be labeled as such. And the way you label it is you put arcs. All right. I also like to do the little tick mark, just makes it stand out a little better to show that the two smaller angles are indeed congruent. So in this next example, we're told that ray BD bisects the larger angle ABC. Now, just to clean my picture up, there should be points on here because A is not the arrow, right? It represents a point. So those should be on my picture. Again, label. So we're told the measure of angle ABD, which is the smaller angle, is 78 degrees. And then the measure of angle ABC, which is the whole angle, is 8x plus 12. And we're to solve for x. So these two parts are obviously not equal to each other. And there's a couple ways to do it. Well, if this is truly a bisector, then I know that this other smaller angle is also 78 degrees. So 78 plus 78, which is going to be 156 total, that's what equals 8x plus 12. All right, that's one way to do it. You could show 2 times 78 equals 8x plus 12. But again, 2 times 78 gets you the 156. All right, you could also take half of this. All right, so I'm just gonna, so you could have said 78 equals half of 8x plus 12. All right, a couple different ways you could have set it up, but both will get us the same answer. So let's come back and just solve this one. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides, and we end up with 144 equals 8x. And then when I divide by 8, we're going to get x to be, let's see, 118. All right, and that's all they wanted us to do. So we are done. All right, we have done problems with angle bisectors before, so that will come back and be revisited. So the angle addition postulate, very similar to the segment addition postulate. Basically, small part plus small part equals the larger part. So we're told that point D is in the interior of an angle ABC. So notice the picture that that creates. Here's my point D, and it is interior to our angle ABC. So you're going to draw a ray up through that to create the two smaller angles. All right. So what does that mean? It means the measure of angle ABD, which is this smaller angle here, plus the measure of angle DBC, which is the other smaller angle, is going to equal the large angle. So the measure of angle ABC. All right, notice with angle measures, we put the little m in front of the angle symbol. So just don't write angle ABD, all right? Because angles don't equal other angles. They can be congruent, but not equal. It's the measures that equal other measures. All right. So again, when it asks you to write the angle addition postulate, that's what it's looking for, right? Small angle plus small angle equals big angle. So label your pictures with these as well. So we're told the measure of angle DEF, which is the two together, the big one, is 7x plus 4. The measure of angle DEG is 5x plus 1, squeezing that in there. And then angle measure of GEF is 23. So when you look at this it's going to be 5x plus 1 plus 23 will equal the two together, 7x plus 4. Combine your like terms. So I'm going to subtract 7x, negative 2x plus 24 equals 4. Subtract 24. So we get negative 2x equals negative 20. Divide by negative 2. I'm going to get x to equal 10. That's not where they wanted us to stop. It wants the measure of angle DEG, which is one of the smaller ones. So we're going to substitute 10 into the 5x plus 1. So we get 50 plus 1, and then label that. So that is the measure of angle DEG. The other thing, make sure we have our degrees. Angle measures are always labeled with degrees. All right, one more. Again, label your picture. So we've got the measure of angle JKM, which is this one smaller, is 43 degrees. The measure of angle MKL is 8x minus 20. And then the measure of angle JKL, which is the whole thing, is the 10x minus 11. All right, this wants us to find the measure of each angle. So small part plus small part will equal the big part. So we've got 8x, and then 43 minus 20 is going to be a positive 23 equals 10x minus 11. I subtract 10x, bring that over to the left, I get negative 2x plus 23 equals negative 11. And when I subtract 23, we get negative 2x equals a negative 34. Divide by negative 2, and we get x to be 17. All right, so we already know the measure of angle JKM was 43 degrees. The measure of angle MKL, all right, is going to be, if I put 17 in to 8x minus 20, so 8 times 17 minus 20 is 116. So I'll transfer that over here. And then if we put it into the 10x minus 11, we get 170 minus 11, which will be 159. All right, so check that math. Small part plus small part should equal the big part. And that worked out perfectly. Okay. All right, you're ready to do your angle addition postulate practice.